Hello, hello, hello. Apa khabar semua FPL managers? Kembali kita ke udara FPL Jedi Show pada malam ni untuk Game Week 16 Transfer Deadline Show. Malam-malam Jumaat kita jumpa. Okey, nama saya Hafiz, bersama saya peneman setia saya Azmin. Apa khabar pada malam ni? Perasaan anda bersediakah kita? Cik.
Khabar baik. I'm good, Hafiz. Hope you are well as well. And lots. I mean, after a hectic last week, we had a hectic three matches. Now we had one gap, and now we're back to another 3 matches. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Yes, memang turn around very quick. I mean, back to back game, baru Championship, baru Europa League berakhir, dan malam ni pula kita kena update all the news. I think mostly of the press conference by all managers pun baru berakhir, especially the big news coming in. I think kita akan cover the whole thing if wherever possible, the whole GW16 punya fixture. Walau mana-mana pun kita nak remind, okay, yang confirm ya, daripada 10, satu match telah declare postpone, iaitu Brighton versus Spurs, kerana Spurs punya camp ada outbreak COVID, di mana like 13 people has been diagnosed positive COVID, 8 players and 5 staff so called. So Europa League Conference, Spurs lawan Rennes pun has been called off. Now Premier League affected, so it also has been called off, postponed. So siapa-siapa yang ada asset Spurs dan Brighton, semestinya mereka perlu buat something tonight. Okay?
And I think it's a bit of a frustrating. I think because the team that got postponed, Spurs and Brighton, are teams that people have players in. You know, if it was some between Norwich and I don't know, Newcastle, maybe not so bad, but because like Brighton, people have Sanchez, people have Lamptey, people have Duffy. Then for Spurs, you have Kane, Son, Reguilon. So it's really frustrating. But that's the challenge. We have to deal with it.
Yes. So seperti yang juga kita tahu, okay, asset seperti Kane last week atau for the past 4 weeks tak perform. Quickly now Manchester United punya fixture pun dah swing, dan everyone akan on board kepada Ronaldo lah. Okay, so ramai yang telah membuat that move. I think we can discuss what the best move for this week. I think, I don't know about you, aku pun ada some transfer need to be made. Tengoklah macam mana. If I can confirm, I will do some live transfer ke, see how it goes. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so let's jump straight to Game Week 16. What we gonna have this week? Alright. So kalau kita boleh tengok why we are sitting here tonight, malam-malam ni kita duduk kat sini sebab ada satu game malam ni pukul 4 pagi. That's why the deadline will be at 2:30 2:30 AM tonight, okay, di mana Bradford akan melayan Watford. So these are interesting match. Both are promotion team from last year, from Championship. Now they fight each other. Both need results. Okay, so it's going to be an interesting game. Then tomorrow pukul 8.30 malam, Man City versus Wolves. Man City really on hot fire, on hot form. Okay, and then as you know, the hot asset currently Man City atau FPL managers are targeting for Man City is Bernardo Silva. That's they are looking forward. Can update team news later, man. Arsenal lawan Spurs, Chelsea lawan Leeds, and Liverpool versus Villa at 11 PM. Okay, yang menarik, Aston Villa, like you know, Steven Gerrard akan kembali ataupun we have a welcome return to Anfield. Okay, sama ada yalah, definitely a warm welcome lah, tapi Gerrard still feel that he wants result regardless dia punya emotional return to Liverpool. And then at 1:30 Norwich lawan Manchester United, second match for Ralf Rangnick, and definitely he wants to show that he's the man, and whether hot asset seperti Ronaldo yang dikatakan ramai bawa masuk this week is the one that they are targeting. Dan pukul 10 Burnley lawan West Ham, dan Leicester lawan Newcastle. Okay, So dua-dua game ni especially Burnley dan Newcastle, they are at relegation zone. They want results regardless opponent mereka lawan West Ham dengan Leicester. And then we close it off with Crystal Palace lawan Everton. Okay, which Everton dapat kemenangan last week. But Crystal Palace also badly need result after 3 losses in a row. Okay, so that's conclude for this week punya matches lah. Alright, man. So let's run through team news. We go Brentford lawan Watford first.
Okay, so not me. Okay, so for on the Brentford side, obviously we all know that Tony disappeared last week, so he's already out because of COVID. Kanos has returned to training as well. Oh, okay, you have something there here. So he refused to say whether he would sit out game week 17, but I don't think Tony's being sold anyway. Yeah, because even because if he has COVID-19, we're not sure about the recovery, and game week 17 might be still too soon. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the main thing with Brentford. Yeah, and Watford is just Adam Masina who got injured. So he's just being added to the list of long Watford. Yeah, but Sima, the attacking midfielder for Watford, he's looks like he could be involved, which will help. And it's mentioned here Sierralta, who one of the key defenders during the championship era. So he might be training, but then he's not going to be back for this week, and he probably won't be back for the next game week either. Maybe the following weekend. Yeah, but no harm done. I don't think it really changes things. Both teams will probably go out to attack anyway, and it should be a goal scoring game, this one.
Yap, ramai asset Watford ramai orang memang terfikir nak bawa masuk. Actually a direct replacement of Tony, who actually has been diagnosed COVID. So dia miss last game. This week also not declare not playing, but Thomas Frank has not ruled next week, which is midweek lah game week 17. But it could be also come too soon like you said. So I think the top just for him, everyone punya knowledge juga, the top most transferred asset this week is actually Tony. So ramai yang bawa masuk direct replacement, whether Dennis atau King lah, which is this match juga. So quite interesting to see.
Yeah, so the Dennis King debate has been going on throughout the week, and meanwhile the prices have been moving around so much that Dennis is now just 5.7 while King is 5.8. So King went up by 0.1, but Dennis went up by 0.3 during the week. So it's crazy.
Ramai bawa masuk.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Alright, good. So I predict it's like dua-dua akan attacking main. They both need result, so it could be a high scoring game, and I expect say kalau you ada Mbomo, I expect at least some return, or maybe Dennis ataupun King to do the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move to match Man City lawan Wolves. Ramai yang nak tahu pasal, especially Phil Foden lah, definitely, right, man? Okay. So what's the latest news for Man City camp?
Okay, the words from Pep is that he will be involved in training and we will assess it. So, and he goes on to talk about how he has these niggles here and there, so Pep basically says that it's up to Phil. He may decide how Phil feels that if he can play. So it's very non-committal, and it is a problem for Foden, because for one thing he's 8 plus. When you compare to someone like Bernardo Silva, who's been knocking in the goals, and he's 7.2, I think, or 7.3 now. Yeah, and so much cheaper. People will just do a sideways move to it, and I'm thinking about doing. Yeah. So other than that, I think everyone else is fit. Jesus might not be. He did pick up a knock in the Watford game. So yeah, but nothing was really mentioned. So he could be fit already. No one. Laporte didn't play in midweek, so it's a question of who plays in the centre back. But then, for fantasy purposes, we're not really looking at them. It's really just Cancelo. I think the double up City double defense is a concept is dead. Yeah, I don't think people are doing that anymore.
It's a no-go
Uh,
lah, right? Okay.
yeah, yeah. On the Wolves side, yeah, it's pretty much the most people. Most of them are back. You know, no
Yep.
issues. Only Boli. He returned to training, but I doubt he'll go back into the starting lineup. And if you remember that Wolves gave Liverpool such a hard time last week, and you know they really took a really last minute goal by Liverpool to win. So there's no reason for them to shake up that defense. You know, they should be able to continue and play. And I think they will give Manchester City a tough time as well. But although at the end of the day, the quality of the Manchester City attack should be enough. Yeah.
Betul. So like we mentioned, the most asset transferred this week is Bernardo Silva. Okay, ramai bawa masuk. I think aku pula tak bawa masuk lagi. Aku dah ada Gundogan. So if let's say you do not have Man City asset, you think to bring in, you have Son yang not playing. I think it's easy move to Bernardo Silva. No need to overthink. He's the man with the form.
From who?
With
I
the
mean,
ball.
it depends on who you buying, selling to bring him in. I guess.
Cuma kalau Foden macam ni kan, kau pun rasa tak comfortable, right? So in the end, it's a decision need to be made. Kalau you still wants to continue tapi kena siap bench, or if let's
Yeah,
say you don't have other fire to put off, inilah dia yang you bawa masuk.
yeah. You
Bernardo
see,
Silva.
this is the problem. So I mean, you're right because I'm worried that even is this match, you know, because of this niggle that he gets, you know, then next match he disappears again. You know, so and in this really busy period, it might not be worth it. So it's a problem and something that we
Okay.
need to decide.
So just a quick question. I think ramai juga community ada juga yang tanya. Okay, is it viable untuk bawa dua asset Man City midfielder, say Silva and Gundogan, or maybe Grealish? What do you think?
It's viable. I mean, the question is, look, the problem with Manchester City is that they have a tendency to rotate, especially now this period. They, you know, I think it's normal that we'll expect them to rotate. And the thing with Manchester City is that the points can be pretty spread out across the team. So as a result, having two to cover might be okay. But I would really look at going for one midfielder who you are most confident and not having two, because what happens if both of them get benched? It really hurt you. And who's to say that can't happen? Because Manchester City's midfield is entirely possible. You know, you got Mahrez who hasn't even been playing much, you know, and you know he can just come in. Then KDB, you know, Foden, Gundogan, you know, there's plenty. Grealish. So, but I mean, I wanted to bring in a second one up until yesterday, and even part of it still thinking of, instead of selling Foden, why not I just bring in another Manchester City to cover the matchups? But I feel that if you want to do it today, this week might not be so straightforward because the Wolves matchup may not be as easy. Although obviously Manchester City are at home, yeah, but I think Wolves will still give them a tough time.
Okay, good. So basically, everyone is fit only to decide whether Foden is playing or not. So if let's say you do not, if you think or you're already frustrated with Foden, like myself, it's time to move on. And the easiest answer is Bernardo Silva. He's not playing in during the midweek. So, yep,
Yeah.
I think it's easy choice. Don't overthink. All right, let's go to the next game, which is Arsenal lawan Southampton. Smith Rowe is a concern. Any latest news, man?
All right. So the latest news today was that just now was that Smith Rowe according to Arteta, Smith Rowe is feeling much better. Yeah, but he's continued to train. So he has been. I think from the looks of it, it's not that he hasn't trained. He has been training, so he's feeling better. But he just stopped short. Yes, Harish. So you're asking, will ESR play? Arteta stopped short of confirming whether or not Smith Rowe would start. Yeah, but it seems like there's a good chance that he will. Um, That's the best I can say. Yeah, Arteta seems to be feeling confident, but you have to admit that Smith Rowe is quite important now. It seems like it's quite
Yep.
important when you consider that last week they lost their match
Yep.
without Smith Rowe in the side. Yeah, they were
Yep.
unable to. Yeah, after scoring first and then consequently losing. So yeah, I would think that if it's a borderline case, I think Smith Rowe will play.
Okay, I think you should keep him. Okay, maybe he will start. Maybe he will start from the bench, but maybe if not, then you have to get ready your bench. That's the most thing. Unless you do not have any other things to do, then if you feel that moving Emmy Smith Rowe to other asset like I don't know, the hottest asset is like Bowen, which is a slightly higher price, tapi maybe in the long run he has a better fixture. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think maybe I'm inclined to stick with him lah. Okay, Smith Rowe. Yep. Okay, on Southampton, okay, just to share some update, like everyone knows, Alex McCarthy will be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks because of the hamstring injury, pick up on the last game week. And then Fraser Foster also not available, so they have to do like emergency buying. They actually signed Willy Caballero, actually ex Chelsea keeper last year, and he's now available at 4.5 million if you're interested to bring in Southampton atau keeper punya asset. But need to see more action from him before can decide. Any news Southampton, man? Nak update?
Yes. So Southampton, the biggest problem is in the midfield. You've got Diallo and who's that guy? Romeo, Oriel Romeo, the engine for Southampton in midfield. So they're out. Sorry, Romeo is correct, but it's Salisu, not Diallo. Sorry. So Diallo is the midfielder that's expected to come in. So these two have been quite key to Southampton. So having them out does raise questions. On the keeper side, I'm not too worried about because I feel that Caballero is a quality keeper. I mean, of course, he's old. Yeah, but I think he should do well. He played for who did he last play for? Was it Chelsea?
Chelsea lah. Last year Chelsea. Yep.
Yeah, I still remember till now the incident where Kepa didn't want to come out for him to take the penalties. So that's the biggest question there. But the thing is, after Arsenal will want to bounce back after they lost, but at the same time, Southampton, of course, will want to show they're no pushovers either. And
Yeah.
Southampton are, they're also the pressing team, and they could cause Arsenal a few problems here as well.
Yep. I expect Arsenal win, I think maybe 2-0 or 3-1.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It might be a draw.
Ooh, you.
I have Ramsdale. Well, that tells you.
Oh.
But maybe if Smith Rowe is fit, then they be a bit more free flow and better. Then they'll have a chance. But because the thing is, you got Aubameyang who's been terrible. I think he was benched in the last match.
Last game lawan Everton, Lacazette actually starts. Betul.
Yeah, and the thing with Arsenal, there's so much pressure that all it takes is one loss, and then which is what happened, and suddenly they're back under pressure again, and you got the hashtag Arteta out going all over again.
Ayuh. So apa ni? Quick turnaround. Tiba-tiba nak ask Arteta punya resignation pula.
Yeah,
Alright, let's go to the next game, which is Chelsea lawan Leeds. Okay, I think what we heard a lot of injury dekat Leeds camp, but what's the latest news for both teams?
Well, from as you posted there, yeah, those people are still Chilwell, of course, has been out for a while. And the fact that Kovacic now, because he was because of COVID now, so he's having to isolate. So he's not injured or anything, but he has to isolate. So Jorginho is back, so he's okay.
Okay.
But the problem is without a partner, a proper partner in the middle, it's going to be an issue. So James is okay. He's fit to play.
I think Tuchel actually mentioned that Rishi will definitely start as a wing back. Yep.
Yeah. So she didn't. So basically, not in midfield. I guess was quite surprised. But the So I guess Azpilicueta could have a chance at coming into the
Mhm,
side,
mhm,
and
mhm.
and there's a question of whether or not Lukaku will come back into the starting lineup. He did start in the
Midweek, yep.
Champions League match, yeah, but those who have Mount, or Havertz, they should still start. So that's
Mm,
fine. Alonso, who was a doubt as well, but now he looks like he's fit, so he'll be playing. The thing is, they're up against Leeds and Patrick Bamford, who just came back, suddenly has another injury again, and some people say it was due to that celebration that he did, but that's can't do anything about that. But the main problem, of course, in terms of where the defense side is that Liam Cooper as well as Calvin Phillips are both out again. Calvin Phillips,
mm,
they were injured during the match last week, so that damages Leeds again, and I'm really worried about Leeds, because they I feel that come the transfer window that they really need to act smartly, yeah, because uh, the squad that they have doesn't seem to be able to cover for all these absences.
mm,
You got Dallas and Harrison, who were so good last year, and now they're like a shadow of what they were before. So it's going to be a problem for Leeds. Having said that, the Chelsea defense aren't that great either. Mendy had such a terrible game last week, and Tuchel actually came out and mentioned that somewhere along the lines of Mendy was having a crisis of confidence. He had lost confidence a bit, and leading to those errors. So I don't know. During midweek, Kepa started, right?
yeah, yeah.
So could Kepa start this weekend? I don't know.
Kepa pun let 3 goals against Zenit, so I'm not sure.
That's the thing, and the thing with Tuchel, because no, the fact that you mentioned that Mendy had suffered a loss of confidence, that was really worrying for me, because for
Yeah,
goalkeepers, it's not, you don't
not
simply
good.
say something like that, yeah. But anyway, but because of that, I expect Leeds to score in this one, uh, because
Okay.
because because Rafinha can run at Alonso all day and win. Okay, so
Yep.
but at the end of the day, the quality of Chelsea's attack, I think, there's enough for in the Chelsea attack
Yep.
for them to win this one. So it's still probably like 3-1.
Yeah. So
Um,
because of that, Leeds punya situation, I'm interested to bring Chelsea asset, whether if I'm brave enough to bring in Lukaku, but I think Mount or Havertz could be inside my mind right now. But it's not only for this week, because midweek they have playing home against Everton and some more game, favorable game for the next 4 5 matches. So I think that what I'm thinking lah. Yep.
all right. So Paddy here mentions Arsenal to win 2-1. Yep.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
As long
Yeah.
Smith Rowe, as long Smith Rowe score, everyone will be happy.
Well, as long as Zaka doesn't get sent off, then I think Arsenal have a shot. Sorry, Arsenal fans. Okay, let's move
Okay,
on.
let's go to the next game, which is your team in Liverpool and Aston Villa. I heard, okay, recent news that Jota has some trouble and he might not start this game.
Yeah, I mentioned that he hasn't trained yet. So he
Oh.
did mention that he can train today. Not even the fact that he's only gonna start training today is already a worry. But even that it says maybe he can train today.
Hmm.
So even then he's not certain whether or not he'll train.
Yeah. So
So
from this tweet, I feel Jota's not gonna play. That's all. That's what I'm thinking.
I think at the most he'll be on the bench. Um, of course, all this it could be smoke screens by the managers, but I do feel. But the thing is, we didn't see him in training pictures as well,
Hmm.
and that was the first red flag that pointed out in Twitter, where okay, where is he? How come he's not there? And then now it's pretty much confirmed that he wasn't there because he wasn't there. He didn't train. So yeah, but other than that, I think Jones isn't back yet either, and he's still having problems with he had the eye issue.
So if let's
Uh,
say Jota tak start, is it Origi gonna start?
Could be. Did you know that Firmino has been training?
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
But then they say it's unlikely that he will be fit for this one, so maybe the next game week. But yeah, I think Origi has a good chance at starting, and in pre-season they actually did try out Alex Ox at up front as well as a
Hmm,
forward, and I think the reason they did that was because they are aware that in January that we got people flying off for the AFCON. Yeah,
hmm.
so I think that's why Klopp was trying it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, Firmino coming back soon is really good, but it will worry Jota owners, of course. Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
but long story short, yeah, for Jota, yeah, I seriously don't think he's going to start. He's going to be on the bench. Yeah,
Yeah,
but the injury is not bad enough that to sell him outright. So those who have him, keep him.
yeah, I think he will miss this match. I predict is going to be, and better prepare our bench, man. Kau tak boleh risau aku lah. Hmm. Tapi if let's say someone to bring in Jota this week, definitely he will need to rethink again. Maybe postpone
Yeah,
and bring somebody else. Hmm.
exactly, correct.
How about Aston Villa? I
Okay,
think
Aston Villa. The key one for me is Leon Bailey, who's still out, and Bertrand Traore is out as well. Morgan Sanson, not so worried about because the thing is for Bailey is will be of fantasy interest later. And the thing is, I like Aston Villa's run of matches after this match. Most of the teams he's playing with, out of the 5 teams that Aston Villa will face, they're all in the bottom half of the table. The one that's not is Chelsea, but we know that Chelsea is having defensive issues as well. Yeah, so maybe not this week, but it's definitely something to look at. But
yeah.
other than that, Matt Target is back, so he should play.
Okay.
Whether or not he's the better option over Ashley Young, I'm not so sure.
Hmm.
But of course, the thing is, whether it's Ashley Young or Matt Target, they'll be up against
Yep.
Salah.
Yalah.
So it's gonna be a tough one for them.
Okay.
Ings is back in training, but I don't think he'll make it. He doesn't think he'll make it for this one. I think.
So what's going to happen in this match, man? It's going to be tight, 2-1.
Um, yeah, it's a tough one. I think Aston Villa will be up for it, but Liverpool
Okay.
at home, Anfield with crowds, 3-1 maybe.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next game, which is Norwich versus Manchester United. Ramai yang interested to bring in Ronaldo to come in. I dah check, Ronaldo is now owned by around 29 to 30% managers. So I think whoever has Kane easy move to Ronaldo, and now Manchester United has really good run of fixture, starting with this match against Norwich. So what's the latest news from both camp?
Well, on the Norwich side, you got Dean Smith being all mysterious again, refusing to let us know just who is it that seems to have a COVID issue. So we don't know. So for that one, we really have to see. He did confirm there were 2 cases of COVID, so just 2, but we don't know who and how they got it. Who knows? And there is a worry that it might have been of Spurs.
Okay, connection.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it's very worrying as well. So hopefully it hasn't spread to more than these 2 players. Yeah, because you know how with COVID you have the incubation period. They may not detect it, so they keep testing and hopefully they're okay. But anyway, long story short, we don't know who those 2 players are. Brandon Williams, who's Manchester United loanee, so
it's
he
not
won't
eligible
play
lah.
for this one. So this Giannolis guy should start, as the replacement. We have no idea, but he's not going to be regular anyway, so we don't care.
So nak cover siapa? Sancho or Rashford on the wings.
Yeah. That's the So Ralph Rangnick as well. Yeah, again, this is also joins the mystery manager train. So, but of course his excuse is that they're only going to train at 2 p.m. So we got to see how this first. Yeah. So two
So
and
we
three
heard that
matches.
Wan Bisaka kena keluar because of knocks during you said not sure whether he's fit. If not, then Dalot should be starting lah, right, man?
Yeah, I think Dalot should start. I think he has the qualities that Rangnick is looking for. Yeah, Bisaka is solid in defense, but in attack, nah, not possible. Yeah,
Okay.
but this week is your by Manchester United player week because of
Yes.
the excellent run of fixtures coming up. So
Tapi
um,
I'm still uncertain who's the best asset. Although it's a clear cut in terms of Ronaldo because he's the superstar there. He's the main player. He's most probably on penalty also.
I don't know. I mean, I think Paddy, who's watching, is a Manchester United fan. So, what do you think, Paddy? If you could let us know, whether or not whether or not, did you go to Ronaldo? Did any of us go to Ronaldo immediately? Do you think it's a good play already to jump in
Like if
now?
let's say you have Kane before this, then it should be an easy switch lah, right? Cuma
Oh,
aku still think maybe we need more time to see and assess that these two games lah, Norwich away and Brentford. So at least can give some time and we see where the asset we should hop in lah.
okay. So Paddy has replied. He said Sancho. So
Oh, okay.
Sancho, I think it was 8.9. I think it was.
8.9,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, so the good thing about, and I can see where you're going for, because for me I was thinking if I wanted to go for Manchester United player now, I probably wouldn't invest so heavily, and I was looking at Diego Dalot because at
Okay.
4.4 he could be a great,
4.4, okay.
yeah, at the back there, yeah, and the chances of Manchester United keeping a clean sheet as well. But Sancho seems to have started well under the Rangnick regime, and it could potentially benefit. So yeah, there you go.
Alan pula tanya, Jota might start. Kita baru cerita tadi, Jota might not start.
Sorry, Alan. I feel that he won't, Alan. I think he will be on the bench mainly because if he hasn't trained for the whole week, and Klopp saying maybe he will train today, so that seems that even if he trains today, one day I don't feel is going to be enough. So at the most, he's going to be on the bench.
Yep. Okay, let's go to the next match, man, which is what? Burnley lawan West Ham. Only I captured Burnley punya team news. West Ham, not sure. You can update.
Okay. So for Burnley, it's all about Cornet, isn't it? He is
Yep.
the spark for Burnley's improvement, and even though they're not winning, at least they're scoring goals. So the problem is it doesn't look like he's going to be fit. Yeah. So
Okay.
it mentioned here is just an outside chance. So it's going to be a problem there. On the West Ham side, Cresswell.
Okay.
Cresswell should make it now. I think that
Mhm.
was the last thing. Yeah. So
How about Ben Johnson?
no, Ben Johnson will not be fit. Yeah, it's two or
Okay, all
three
right.
weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, which effectively means probably the whole of
December.
December. Yeah, where so so that's the yeah. So Cresswell um, should be back for this one.
Okay.
Other than that, everyone else is fine. Your key players is fine. Or it's just the defenders Ogbonna and Kazuma are still out as well. So they'll be deputized by who's that guy? Like Craig Dawson.
Yeah, Craig Dawson and Diop, I suppose. So,
Diop, yeah, that's it.
yeah. So the usual West Ham players like Bowen, Ben Rama, Fornals, Suchet should be fit to play. Do we expect a walkover West Ham lawan Burnley, or it's going to be a fight?
Yeah, this will be interesting to see because with the hot topics are that Antonio will come back to his goal scoring ways that he did at the start of the season, because now that the fixtures are turning and West Ham have a good fixtures coming up ahead. But the problem with this argument is that if you remember at the start of the season, the matches were all nicely spaced out, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. So now they all tightly bunched. So you're going to have 3 games in the space of 8 days. And I'm not confident that Antonio's fitness will be up for it. We've
Okay.
seen this problem in the past and last season. This season he's been able to keep himself fit, but now that now that there's a lot of matches coming play, I feel that he's going to be managed, and in order to avoid injury, he may not play
The whole.
80 minutes for all the matches.
All right. Okay. Good. So let's go to the next game, right? Which is Leicester versus Newcastle. Sorry, I didn't capture any Leicester news, but
Okay.
Newcastle. I think Fabian Shah has been reported not fit lah for this game.
Yep. So yeah, Newcastle. That's pretty much it, I think. So in Leicester, Rogers came out during the Europa saying that 7
Hmm.
of players have been afflicted by COVID-19. So among those, let me get players or the first team players are Perez, Vestergaard, Lukman, Iheanacho, and Amate. So those are the fun. We don't not you know. I think they regularly testing everyone. But not.
Okay. So ada COVID situation at Leicester also.
So it will impact. Not so bad because yeah, there's a COVID. So hopefully it doesn't deteriorate any further. So on the Newcastle side, yeah, as you mentioned. Other than that, it's fine, and it should be a good match. The thing is, both teams' defenses have issues, so we could also see a goal-scoring match in this one.
Yep. I feel if you still have Vardy, just keep for this match.
Patience, Harvey Barnes. Yeah, I think Harvey a good pick. Um, not too expensive, so
Okay. Okay, man. Your line has issues, but never mind. Just go and see some of the question here. Jota for Zaha, okay or not? It's okay, but I think if you have money for Jota, you can easily switch to Bernardo Silva if you still don't have him. That's my answer. Garnison, how are you, bro? Will Lukaku play? I'm not. I think so, but I'm not sure whether he will play all the 90 minutes. But Mount, I think is a good pick. The only thing because midweek Mount main 90 minutes, so not sure whether he's going to start again. But I really hope he play. Okay, man, are you back or not? Not yet. Let's me continue the next game, which is the Crystal Palace versus Everton. The team news is Patrick Vieira confirms that Anderson has been back in training. This is a good news for people who has like myself, Guita. Anderson has been a pillar in defense for Crystal Palace. Okay, so if the news is he's back, then it will be good. Cuma James McCarthy still isn't ready yet. So I think Milivojevic still gonna play some role inside this team. Gallagher should also continue to be in the team, and that's the latest news for Crystal Palace. For Everton, Rafa Benitez mentioned TCL is getting closer, but he's not ready yet. Mina is not available, so I expect Godfrey and also Keane to start in the middle of defense. Okay, Allen has done today half training session. Okay, so he's not sure whether he will start or not, and the rest should be okay. Richarlison, the likes of Richarlison, Gray, and also Thompson. But the news of DCL is still not back yet. You are back, man. You are back.
sorry, had internet issues.
I just ran through news for Crystal Palace and Everton, where DCL
Okay.
is not ready yet. Yep.
All right. There was a question on Jota for Zaha, okay or not? Did you address?
I just answered. I just answered just now. I mentioned if let's say you don't have Bernardo Silva, it's easy swap.
Okay, but I should point out, CR Picks Pit, Zaha will be involved in the AFCON. So he plays for Ivory Coast, so I'm not sure
Okay.
if it's a good time to bring him in now, and he'll only play for maybe three game weeks, and then
3-4
you have to
matches.
yeah 3-4 matches, and you might have to take him out again. So if you're comfortable with that, then fine. Yeah. So Crystal Palace, MacArthur isn't quite ready yet, and we know that MacArthur seems to be important to Gallagher's production. And but it is good to see that Anderson has been back, so it's good news for Guaita holders. Yeah, because Guaita has not kept the clean sheet for a while now, 4 weeks now, four game weeks. Yeah, so that's good for Palace. So Everton, you already mentioned, right? So Mina is still out again.
Yeah, nice.
UCL is back, but then Everton did win against Arsenal, so they've at least got their tails up, and there could be some confidence there to face Palace, who aren't doing too well either.
Yep. So we already ran through all the matches, which is 9. May I remind again, Brighton versus Spurs.
Because it's only 9.
Yeah. Okay, Brighton versus Spurs is confirmed will be postponed. Kalau you all tanya when it's going to be played, it's definitely not going to play this week. Not sure when is it. Game week 21, 22, we are not so sure depending on Spurs punya fixture. Okay. Yep. So ada some question before kita run through our team. Nak gaming zone ni macam interesting je nak jawab.
Yeah, so I've been looking at this team. Let's push
so I just baca lah ya. Okay, I just read for you. My team: Sar, Rudiger, Cancelo, TA. That's already good. Yeah, enough backline. Duffy, Alonso. Okay. Salah, Bowen, Mbomo, Brownhill, Jota, Vardy, Antonio. And a 4.5 million forward. I think Davis ataupun Locadia tu. And I have 1.8 million in the bank. You don't have enough money to bring in Vardy to Ronaldo. Okay. But Vardy still a good pick this week. If I see from this team just a quick glance, I won't do any transfer. And rolling.
Yeah, I think that you would probably play you'll play a back 4 of Rudiger, Cancelo, TA, and Alonso. Then you play Salah, Bowen, and Mbuemo, and Jota, Vardy, and Antonio. I think.
Yeah, tapi Jota injured, so I think he Brownhill or 4.5 million or Duffy to be played. Yeah. So that's the only concern that I can see here. So if you're still not comfortable with Jota, you think you want to change it, you can do Bernardo Silva, or I don't know. Kalau roll, then one of Duffy or Brownhill will be coming in.
Yeah, so you could potentially. I'm not sure how much Duffy was, but the other alternative is if you're confident, you can bring Thiago Dalot in. Yeah,
4.4. Yeah,
I saw in the comment
1.8 million.
So that's not issue. I know that Paddy mentioned that Dalot is a donkey, but I think I think that he will play well with Rangnick. So then you don't have to worry about Jota not starting, because then Dalot might have a good chance of a clean sheet. Yeah. So other than that, rolling is still an option as well. Otherwise, run with it. Vardy. Okay, but I'm slightly worried about Vardy because he did play in the midweek match, didn't he?
Does he play the whole 90 minutes? I tak tengok.
Well, I'll have to check it, but that is a worry. But when he shouldn't have had to play in that match.
But I definitely will try play him and see Ola.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Riley Walker asking or Dennis. Min?
Right. So this one, if it was early in the week, I would have said Dennis, because the whole point is that the whole debate between King and Dennis is about the underlying stats, how King's underlying stats are much better. His expected goals is much better. And that's mainly because he's playing mostly in the box compared to Dennis, who's coming in through the wings. So, and that's why. But then at the end of the day, at the moment where results, obviously points are what matters at the end, Dennis was the one who's getting all the points. Yeah. So, and the advantage at the time, maybe last week or even early this week, was that Dennis was also quite at least 0.3 units cheaper than King, so it's an advantage there. Whereas King, on the other hand, King has penalties. And then coming back to Dennis may go off to AFCON. So now King.
Question, I mean, for you, do you have either one of them?
Okay, so before I answer, King is 5.8, Dennis is 5.7. So I was faced this because like many others, I had Tony out. I have Tony, so I needed to sell him.
Same, like me.
And at the same time, we were watching the price movements. So those who wanted Dennis probably jumped in, whereas I waited. I didn't. I just didn't want to transfer so early in the week.
Yeah.
So now we've gotten to this point where the difference is only 0.1. And I'm looking at it, I don't feel there's so much difference between Dennis and King anymore. Hence, I went for King. So for me, King is the better pick. He is on penalties, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a penalty tonight against Brentford. And yeah, so
I think that's more or less answered the question. Same for me. I already made my move. Okay, later I share my team. I already made Tony to King. Yep, King is a better choice. Yep. So Thomas Rose tanya pula, King in, Tony out for -4. I'm not sure about the rest of your team. Okay, but I think if let's say for a long run, King still has like 5-6 matches, which is a favorable run. I think I might do it.
Yeah, and the thing with Tony is that the reason he's not playing is because he has COVID. So if you remember in the media, in the press conference, he didn't commit to whether or not Tony will be back in the following week. And the reason that he didn't commit, and I understand why he didn't commit, is that COVID's not a certain thing in terms of your recovery. He may end up, some people get hurt more than others. Again, we don't know. He was vaccinated. We don't know. Yeah. So that's just too much uncertainty that I feel that a -4 is still okay, because you've got King who should play, who should start matches, and Watford are attacking quite decently right now. So I think
they can also be explosive though. Even like Everton score 4, Manchester score 4, right? So they have that tendency. While Brentford macam, you have Tony, but how explosive he can be. The most yang pernah ada 12 points, but that's it. The rest like 6 points, 2 points and so on. Yep. Okay. Let's run through your team. Later we can pick up any question.
Okay.
Silakan.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I don't have my team loaded. Okay, let me just optimize my screen so that you can see it before I start sharing. Okay, here you go. So I made my transfer yesterday.
Okay.
And I decided, I had Tony. I think we talked about it. And I had Tony, and I decided to sell Tony, and I did bring in King. So can you see can't see my screen yet, can you? Okay, it's loading up.
Loading. So means that you only have one transfer,
Yes. Yeah, I only have one transfer, one free transfer to use.
Okay.
So this is my team: Ramsdale, Rudiger, TAA, Cancelo, James, Bowen, Mount, Salah, Foden, King, Wilson, and then on my bench is Foster, ESR, Livramento, and Huang. So my main dilemma now is Foden, whether or not, I just couldn't draw any real conclusion as to whether or not Foden will definitely start. I'm gonna take a leap of faith and thinking that he'll start, because I wanted to decide, should I play him, Foden, or Smith Rowe? Because neither manager of these two respective players would confirm that he's ready to play. Everyone will assess, will find out. But Arteta did mention where Smith Rowe is concerned, he's feeling much better. So it does seem likely that he'll play. However, if Foden has a chance of starting, I feel that he will start. And if he doesn't, he'll be benched and may not come in anyway. So I do feel that Foden, I should put Foden in. So if he doesn't start, then at least Smith Rowe will come in, because Smith Rowe, if he's fit, and I think Arsenal will want him to start. Yeah. Okay. If neither starts and neither gets any minutes, I'll just laugh and say, "Hello, Livramento, welcome back." So that's my.
I think your reasoning is really apa ni? Good lah. Means that I think Foden you should start him. If he's not starting, then Smith Rowe hopefully he will be in. If not, Livra lah the end.
I just
The rest,
wanted to point out those who are fortunate enough like me in terms, because right now my plan involves me not taking a hit. And in this game week, because of all the issues, the Spurs, Brighton, Jota, even this Foden problem, the keeper, Brighton,
yeah.
Leicester's
Yes.
COVID situation.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we
Yes.
we looking. There's a lot on across the community. There's a lot of -8, -12s even. And
Yeah. -4.
here's one of our viewers mentioning. Zul says
Zul kata ambil
he's
negatif
12.
12.
Yeah. So those of you who are lucky like me, if we don't take a hit, we may suddenly jump just before even any match has started. So it is actually possible.
Okay. Good. So I think let's go to my team.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's share screen. Nampak ke Min?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, so I have 2 free transfer, but I already made my first move, which is Tony to King. Okay, so I got 1 million in the bank. I was contemplating to bring in Ronaldo, but it seems like I need really a big surgery like -8 points, which I'm not keen to take. But we'll see how it goes. I got San and Regulan, which is not playing. Okay, definitely I will need to take out. If not one, both of them. Okay, kalau tak, aku tak ada bench. I will left with Livramento and Davis. So I'm depending on Livra as my first bench. So what I can do is actually take out Sun for Mount or Bowen. Okay, but I'm more keen on Mount because ada 2 fixture home ya. Lawan Leeds, which is depleting squad, and then Everton, okay, both at home. While Bowen still a good pick, cuma both game away. Lawan Burnley, which can be tough, and then also Arsenal, which is, as you know, Arsenal also is a good team. Maybe after that I will decide to change, actually bring in Bowen for Gallagher if still not continue to perform, because Gallagher has 2 home fixture, I think against Southampton and Everton and Southampton. Okay, so maybe I could give it the last 2 games before I make any move for him. The other one is, if I want to take a hit, it will be my first hit of this season, which will involve Regulon downgrade to Dalot. And then next week I'll decide to use money elsewhere. If let's say Jota still continue not fit and so on.
Yeah. No, I think Jota will be fit. So that's fine. So you're taking a -4 or not?
I think so, most probably, but I need to decide Mount or Bowen. So, but my feeling is Mount lah. But the difference between both is actually Mount started 90 minutes in the midweek. So I don't know whether Tuchel is now the new Pep. He always like to rotate his team, and Mount might be not playing, but you already have 2 good weeks with Mount, right? Back-to-back points. So I think if let's say he missed lawan Leeds, at least he will start against Everton. So
I just feel that Mount is turning out to be a crucial player in Chelsea's very volatile midfield. So I feel that if among that volatile midfield, Mount is quite central to Tuchel's plans. But at the same time, Bowen has
let do this, man. Let do this. Mount.
Okay.
So Mount is in regular. I will think whether I need to take hit later. So my team will be like this: Mount, Salah, Jota, Gallagher, Antonio, King, and the same backline: TAA, James and Cancelo.
Hang on, you just transferred, confirmed the transfer just then. I missed it.
Yes. I
Okay,
do
cool.
live transfer, and I think I just do mount and see how it goes. If Leeds with the key injuries and so on, and if let's say Mount start, I feel there is a return at least.
So at the
Kalau
moment you
Jota
still
tak
have
main,
one free transfer.
no, I already used my 2 transfer, which I already bring in King and Mount.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now Jota might not start, right? So if let's say Jota tak start, then Livramento will be in. So maybe I can use this opportunity to bring in Dalot here, and you never know, maybe he returns against Norwich. So I might do that lah. So but let me think later, okay? But most probably I will do that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. I feel that if you both Mount or Bowen both have an equal chance of starting all the matches for December, so that's at least that. But at the end of the day, if you want funds, if you're looking to finally bring Ronaldo in at some point, then maybe Bowen would be will give some money for you to fund that transfer.
Okay, let's go run through some question or comments. Harish mentioned here, is CR7 a best captain option to Salah? Man, if you have Ronaldo, would you captain him?
I'm not sure about. I'm not convinced with Manchester United yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So in much the same way as we some thought that Kane would magically return to form, but and start banging in the goals that has happened. So at the same time, I'm not sure because it's not a quick fix. You got a formation change, the style of play change. So the first match fine against Palace they won, but they only won 1-0, and 2. Obviously, all the players were out to impress their managers. Whether or not they fit, it's a different story. So I still wouldn't captain CR7 just for this one. Maybe the next week, so we'll have to see how we go. And this is coming from me, who last week I captained TAA three game weeks ago I captained TAA. So I'm not saying Salah is a perma captain option either. So I did consider it, and I felt that now for this one, Salah is a better than CR7.
Okay.
Also, I mentioned earlier that Salah will be going up against either Target or Ashley Young on that side, and I think he can dominate that side, no problem.
Okay. Someone here says luxury lifestyle. Dia minta review dia punya team. Rank
Okay.
overall 158. Wah, dia lagi terror daripada kita. Dia nak kita review team dia.
So no problem. I managed to drag up the team. So let me just.
So can you show the team? I don't know.
Yeah.
I expect your team is the most powerful, better than us.
Okay, so let me know when you can see this match. The points.
Sideman Clips, is it the team? Betul ke nama team Sideman Clips?
No, it's the name of the team is Chicken Tikka Mosala.
Oh, is it? Okay. Sebab luxury lifestyle says Sideman Clips. Oh, okay. Maybe not his team lah. Okay.
Yeah, I think if this is sorry.
All right.
Yeah, so go on.
So we can see here dia punya team is Edison. Wow, okay. The most expensive keeper. James Rudiger, TAA, White. I think it's okay. Salah, Bowen, Mount, Jota, Sochet, and Saint Maximin. Okay. But he has Ings, Pereira, and Tony. So all these pretty much a no-go to me. Tony definitely tak main. Pereira like injured, right? So Ings, not a good fixture. So I don't know how many transfer he has. If let's say
I'm looking at this team, and I'm thinking that this is a team that hasn't done a single transfer whole season. I don't know. Is this your team? Because I feel that it's not. Yeah. But I don't know what to say.
I mean,
Yeah,
Salah, Bowen, Mount, Jota is okay. TAA, Rudiger, James, you can keep. The problem is will be attackers. If you have two transfer, then you could take out easy switch like Tony to Dennis or King. We suggest King. And
yeah,
then Ings to someone, Ings to Antonio, maybe?
yeah. Even though Ings is fit, but I don't think he'll start anytime soon. So
Hmm.
quickly, and because Gerrard has to integrate him, and Aston Villa are doing well without him at the moment. Anyway, so let's
Yeah.
move on.
All right. So,
Uh,
okay. Ada soalan, this one. Betul ke tak? Gallagher in or Rudiger in? Gallagher katanya main bawah sikit. Susah nak score. Yalah, like kata is not around. So,
yeah,
what's your suggestion?
yeah. So this is the problem, and it is crucial actually because Gallagher Vieira seems to also rely on Gallagher. If the other midfielders aren't up to it, then you have to also help out in the defense, and that's what he seems to be doing. So it's really tough. I think when after he was hyped, he had that double digit score, and then managers started getting him in, and after that he just didn't perform anymore because Bakata got injured. And they've lost a bit of rhythm there, haven't they? But I do
Itulah.
feel that with MacArthur coming back, I think we should start looking at him again for next, not this weekend, but maybe in midweek. Yeah, but
So,
not
yeah, if he decide between those two, Gallagher or Rudiger, I think Gallagher, I'm not
okay.
so sure. I will definitely think of Bowen instead of Gallagher if he has the extra money.
Yeah. So at the moment, if you were to choose, because I'm guessing that he's trying to decide your TikTok viral, you're trying to decide who to bench. So if I had to choose between
Oh,
the two,
okay, all
I
right.
would probably bench Gallagher. So Rudiger, the thing with Rudiger is
Yep,
he
yep.
can still score from set pieces, and Leeds. Remember, Liam Cooper is out, and
Yep.
Calvin Phillips is out, so the chances of him scoring from a set piece are there.
Okay, fair. Let's go to next question, which is Victor. Bench, King, Gallagher, Grealish, or Jota? Wow, all I want to play. Uh, Jota most probably not playing, so bench Jota.
Yeah, bench Jota.
Hmm.
I'm pretty certain that he will not start this match. Yeah.
Okay. So, guys says no one taking Ronaldo, bro. If you have the money, you are one of the luckiest manager to bring in the 30% manager. I think Manchester, like you also a Manchester United fan. I think Ronaldo can easily perform lah for the Norwich game. Yep.
Yeah, and the thing with for those who most of the people who are on Ronaldo probably had Kane before, so it was easy transfer,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
easy switch to go, which and it's good. I think it worked well for them. Obviously those who have had such a bad experience with Kane will probably be relieved to be able to move to Ronaldo, and that was probably part of their long term plan anyway. So yeah. So those who are in that position, fine, but good because if for me, I looked at restructuring my team to fit in Ronaldo taking a hit, and I just didn't feel it was worth it yet. So what I'm trying to do is slowly building it up. So when the time comes, I only need a -4 hit to bring in Ronaldo. Yeah, but at the moment, I don't feel that I need to bring him
Okay.
in just yet.
Right. Question: De Gea or Ramsdale? Both are at 5 million now, right?
Yeah.
I think so. No, De
Uh,
Gea sudah naik 5.1.
5.1. So for me, De Gea is probably the better option. I think Rangnick's priority is to improve that defense, and we are starting to see signs. Granted, it was only one match against Crystal Palace, but I feel that he's got the right people to do it. And
Yeah.
I like the because remember earlier on I mentioned Dalot. So I feel that if I were to choose between the Manchester United picking a Manchester United player in defense or in attack, I would probably look at the defense first. So in this case, De Gea would be my pick.
Okay.
What about you, Hafiz?
I think so. I already eyeing De Gea for a while because Ramsdale kalau same price, I would definitely take De Gea. Uh, most probably maybe Ralph Rangnick will make Manchester United better, if not sooner. Okay, so he's a good pick. Cuma sekarang sudah naik 4.1. So if I want to go for a cheap keeper, I might not go for both. I still keep Guita or Sanchez lah.
Okay.
Alright, so ni siapa? Luxurious Lifestyle says already at -4. Do I go for Sanchez to the here for -8? I might not do it.
Yeah. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
a
Next
lot
week,
has been made.
maybe.
Yeah, can I just say, because for Brighton, remember, we'll be talking about how Brighton have been hit by some injuries, and one of them is Dunk. But when you look at the squad, I feel that it's still strong enough, even with Sanchez. So you'll miss out this week, but it's just 1 week. Yeah, I think you can afford to miss rather than getting hit. Yeah, for De Gea, who may score you just 2 points anyway, after the hit, or if he scores a goal, then you wasted it. So I think you should just wait it out for Sanchez.
Right, guys, should go Rodrigo or James? Definitely James.
Oh. James. Yeah. Yep.
James.
James.
Yeah. He is more explosive. Okay.
Yeah. Correct.
Harish mentioned
Last
I
one.
was taking -4 hit and used 2 free transfer, which is Tony to King, Son to Bowen, and Jimenez. Okay, I salute you, bro. There's a good move.
See, this is the type of move that I would want to make if I could. So this is fine. Taking that one hit because you're bringing in King, Bowen, and CR7. All these 3 players are in demand. So if you can do that because you have 2 free transfers, good job. Just take an additional transfer and you got CR7. So yeah, definitely go ahead. More power.
Okay, bro. We're already over 1 hour mark. Thank you to everyone for joining this session. It has been interactive. Do make your transfer before 2:30 a.m. Yeah? And for myself, I wish you all the best. Hope you have a good week. Game week 16. Man.
Yep. So on my part, I just again, like Hafiz, I just want to thank all of you who came into the stream today and asked questions. It was good, and made us think, and hope we shared some thoughts that for you to think about when you make your finally go about doing your transfers. -4, minus hit. It looks like it's going to be a norm for this week, so don't worry too much about it. Just make sure that the transfers you make are going to be long term and not just short term fixes.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Good night, and see you guys again. Take care. Good luck. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.